I'm Rebecca.
And I'm Hunter, and this is the
Family Showdown! Good evening and welcome to Shenanigans, weekly shenanigans. You ready for some shenanigans?
Yes, I am ready for shenanigans.
Good to see you all popping into the chat. Lovely. Paul, you've been playing Crown of Amara. Love that game. Love that game. Love that game.
It's alright.
What?
That's really good.
It's awesome. It's one of my favorites.
All right, folks. How you doing? How's everybody doing?
Ooh, yeah. What's up in the chat?
What have you guys been doing?
Anything exciting?
I've been psychotically watching the World Series of board game updates.
Oh my gosh, yes. So tell
I don't
us
know how
about
I don't know how I'm gonna last a whole year. It doesn't happen for a whole year.
I think I know exactly how that's going to last, because you're going to be like, there's a handful of games and we need to play them over and over and over and over and over and over, and that's the only games I'm going to play for the next year. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. They finally announced one that the second one
that you're super excited about.
Yeah, I'm super excited about. They announced Brass Birmingham. Oh, I'm so excited!
Ooh.
All right, let's actually do the show thing. Let me find my buttons. We'll do this button.
Push the buttons. I need to learn how to play that.
So the infamous Trogdor asked what games have been announced so far. So here, let's see if I can get them all here.
Okay, let's see.
Blood Rage, Raw, Azul, Carcassonne, Catan, Dune Imperium, Brass Birmingham.
Didn't you get a...
I think that's it.
Oh, you already said Azul.
I think that's it. Did I miss one?
Don't
Ticket to Ride.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Ticket to Ride. There you go.
That's what has been announced. So half the games have been announced at this point. So, all right. What did we play?
What did we play? We played stuff.
We actually played
stuff, you guys. How about you? I mean, you guys have been talking about games. We actually can say we played some stuff, too. It's so exciting.
We played 11 games since then.
Wait, that's more than I have fingers for once.
What? Technically, 2 of those happened during our last variety show, but we're going to count this.
Oh, they're counting.
All right. We always go from worst to best.
According to
me. Well, I've offered many a times for you to do your own list, your own rankings, your own order.
Yeah, I definitely changed the order of this.
Would you?
Saying. Yeah, a little bit.
All right. Yep. So coming in at number 11, I give it a 6 because it's not really a game. It's just a kind of a game.
How dare you, sir?
Rebecca can't quite reach the stack of games over to the side. All right. So last
this is a cool game. I think you're full of garbage.
The last variety show I took on the internet and annihilated them at Trekking the National Parks Trivia.
I have witnesses that say otherwise. I'm just saying.
It was like I almost had a fourth quarter comeback.
Almost. It was
5-1.
Yeah, actually,
I mean 4-1. I brought it all the way up to 4-4 or something. But anyway, they won the last point and beat me at Trekking National Park Trivia. Anyway, it's just straight questions about the national park. Pretty straightforward little trivia game. It's something that you could probably play in the car or camping or whatever.
Yes, to all.
There you go.
Beautiful.
But it's not really a game.
How dare you?
There's nothing going on.
It's quite literally a board game. Look. It's got a board game box.
It doesn't have a board. Shh. All right. Let's move on. Is the infamous Tommy in the house? Good, so I can talk crap. All right. So we had a game day. I don't know if we called it a game day. Tommy came over.
Oh, dang. Woo!
A couple weekends ago.
Yeah, something like that.
The weekend before last.
I don't even know.
And we had a game day.
Don't even know.
And we played some of our games, and then we let him, teach us one of his games. And, it was brutal.
Oh, jeez.
So the game is, I got a button for it. Hold on.
Oh, a button.
Find my buttons here. Top 10. The game was Prospectus.
Oh, yeah.
So
it wasn't that bad. You talk crap.
Okay, anyway. So Prospectus is a stock market theme. It's like a fantasy themed stock market game, which sounds cool. Sounds great. But it is completely insanely off the charts random. Like
that's true.
It's
true.
Random on top of random with a little more random added to the random.
It wasn't that random.
Yes, it was.
It was close to random.
But anyway, so here's the thing.
What's the thing?
if this game was like 30 minutes long,
then
okay, I might have enjoyed it more.
Yep.
But it was it was almost 2 hours long, and we weren't playing slow. It was like hour and a half, 2 hours long. With the teach, it was over 2 hours, which is way too long for a game with all this randomness. And the entire time, my brain was like what's that? Two-Face? Is that the DC guy? Two-Face. Anyway, part of me was like, oh, this great economic game with stocks and prices going up and down, and I got to manipulate the market and blah, blah. And then on the other side of my brain, there's a freaking clown car driving in circles playing music. I mean, it was just like, there's Tommy. Hi, Tommy. So it was like, my brain just couldn't meld those two together. It was like stock market, economic game, and and these are just clashing against each other in my head.
I got a shirt. Tommy says, no, I agree with Hunter on a completely unrelated note. Anyone interested in a copy of Prospectus?
So it was I enjoyed it for about the first half hour.
Yeah.
The last hour and a half, I was just getting angry at the game because I had no control over what was going on at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just so random, so chaotic that I just...
Yeah, no, it's true. It really would if they did a second edition and said 30-minute game, I'd be like, okay.
But they had all these cool things. They had this cool stock market. It had all these different kinds of stocks that were basically different spells, I guess, or something. But anyway, but the cool thing, it had a cube tower, which was like a kind of as a big crystal ball looking thing, and you drop cubes in it.
Right.
Oh, we just got that's why we froze.
Oh no.
That update thing.
It's back.
Is back.
The bane of my existence.
Get your bets in now because we are going to freeze. So it had this crystal ball looking cube tower, which is really cool. There's so many, like I said, there's so many things I like about it.
The cube tower is a riot. But it was funny.
My enjoyment went from like this as the game went by. So I give it a 6. I gave Trekking a 6 as well. But the only reason I punitate. I said punish.
Whoa, you
The only reason I punitated Trekking is because it's not really a game. It's just you're asking questions and you get points.
How dare you, sir?
There's no moving around a board or doing anything. It's just asking questions.
Just,
this one I gave a 6 because it outstayed its welcome, like crazily outstayed its welcome. So there you go.
Zeris put 32 minutes and 14 seconds exactly for the crash. Way to be precise.
Yeah, the pop-up that Rebecca fixed is back. So
no, it only worked for like a month. Okay.
All right.
I do what I can
do,
guys.
So yeah, that's that. That was number 10. I gave it a 6. Let's move on to the one game I give a 7.
I'm assuming that's this?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Queen
Domino. We played some Queen Domino. I guess Tommy hadn't played this.
Yeah. So we had to break him in.
Break it out. This one, this one's a great game. It's just not my kind of game. It's just not my kind. I'm just reading to get a 7 because it's kind of meh for me, but I know it's an awesome game. I know people enjoy it.
It's an awesome
if you
game.
enjoy King Domino and you want something a little bit more going on, not much, just a hair more going on, Queen Domino's a good next step.
I was going to say, the kiddos love this, and Nessa in particular likes this one over King Domino because she thinks that it's a little more challenging and has that more gamer feel to it.
There's more decision making, right?
Yeah.
The other one, you're just picking a tile and putting it somewhere. This one, you're building buildings. And
I think she likes it because of the whole knight and bidding thing, and she likes to snipe with the dragon, snipe things that she knows people are after for bonus points. Nessa's vicious, you guys.
Yeah, so it's a good one. There's a new King Domino Origins that just came out. I mean, it's not out yet, maybe somewhere like that.
It sounds like they're trying to put a theme on it with that.
They do. Basically, I think it's a prehistoric theme. It's got some resource management going on and some stuff like that.
Isn't that just Stone Age?
Kind of. All right, that's only 7. Let's move on to the 8.
What? Oh, good. You put this as an 8 because I'd probably hurt you if you didn't.
This is another one. This is another one. This is the same. Same category. It's one that I know is amazing, but it's not my kind of game.
But you labeled it an 8? It's not your kind of game?
It's barely an 8. barely. It's a 7.6.
Listen, you don't do decimals.
It's a 7.6.
So it is an awesome game. You heard it from him.
Rebecca loves this game. I enjoy this game. I enjoy this game.
Well,
you want to talk about it? I'm just
I don't care.
It's good. I mean, it got an 8, but it's barely an 8.
Yeah, this one is Imperial Settlers Plus for me. I liked Imperial Settlers. I love this. This is like what I wanted to tweak in Imperial Settlers. Like there's all these fun little things you get to do. And you're still doing the cool sets of cards and using them and building up your engine and trying to get more resources so you can get more cards and stuff that's worth better victory points and this and that. And you can kind of have a little bit of a back and forth fighting with each other, but it's not too punishing in the fact that it's not all my hard work. I worked for 2 turns to save up for this, and they're all snipe. Haha, it's not like
you just don't get to use it for one.
Yeah, you just don't get to use it for one turn. It's not like it blows up because I don't know about you guys, but that's one of those things in games like that where you actually have to work really hard to build things. I get really annoyed if somebody can just go in and kill it without a thought because I'm like, wait a minute. If it was easy for me to build, okay, easy come, easy go. But if I have to work towards it and gosh darn it, you come in and you're just like, oh, flick, oh, it's gone, ha 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 ha. That's when I flip the table. So this game, thankfully, is non-table flipping. So if you're worried about that, this is great. This is fun. And again, you can still harass each other, but it's not like super bad harassment. So it's a lot of fun. I really love this one.
Yeah, I like this one a lot more. There's several things I like about it. It has almost a worker placement kind of feel to it because it's an action selection, but it's not really worker placement.
Yeah.
There's a ring of actions, and you put tokens on those to take those actions, which is more interesting than Imperial Settlers. And this one let you carry over resources from round to round.
That's also something that's nice because before I don't think you could.
No.
Yeah.
You lose everything at the end of the round. So this one you actually can build up and do some things, and I just like this one more. We actually got rid of Imperial Settlers because it was kind of...
Somebody else said that in the chat too. Oh, it was Eris. Said something about something being dead and stinking and rotten and dead for 100 years. Like, wow. Like,
yeah, I would never play Imperial Settlers over this game.
I don't think we could go back.
So it's a good one.
Been spoiled, guys.
She loves it.
It's so lovely. So lovely. All right.
Let's move on to my number 7.
This is rated higher? Interesting.
And these are all 8s until I say otherwise. Ink and Gold. I love Ink and Gold.
This is higher than Empires?
Yes. I have more fun playing this game. This game is
That's
more
true.
fun.
This is the way you're like, I'm going to die by 5 different ways. I
have more fun playing this game, so thusly it is higher. We played this another one we played against the internet. I annihilated the internet. If you want to watch me destroy them, just watch the last variety show. Actually, I kind of lost. I think I got 3rd place, 4th place. I don't know.
You definitely didn't win. We'll just count that.
I did not win.
It didn't matter.
The infamous
you just
Xeris won, I believe. Anyway, Ink and Gold, just a straight up pressure luck game. You're going into a dungeon, a crypt, or whatever, and you're exploring it, collecting as much money as you can, and you got to get out before the dangers in the crypt kill you. Straight up pressure luck, a good introductory pressure luck game. This could be a welcoming game to non-gamers. This is super easy to teach.
That's super fun. It's just super fun all the way around. It's always fun. It always goes over well.
Plays up to 8 people, which is great too.
Oh, it's fantastic. So
good one.
Much fun.
We played this a bazillion times and talked about it a bazillion times. So we'll move on.
Table flipping competition.
All right, let's move on to my number 6. Our latest Stefan Feld game. Cocopelle. So this one I was pleasantly surprised. So this was totally a Rebecca purchase. I basically kickstarted it because I knew Rebecca would love it because it's card game and engine building and all this other stuff going on.
It's red and orange.
And it's red and orange.
It's got Cocopelle. I like Southwestern Native American art.
But I enjoyed it quite a bit. I was really shocked. I thought it was going to be a meh, but it's definitely a meh plus. It's a good game. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. We played it back to back, and that says something.
It did.
Usually we fire and move on to the next, finish up.
But I was like, play again. Let's play again. And he's like, let's play again.
So we got the Kickstarter version, which comes with expansion number 1. Which
Show them the little pieces.
There, enjoy it. I enjoyed it. If you like card games, engine building games, It's almost kind of a race in a way because you're trying to.
It's definitely a race.
It's not. You're not trying to race in terms of goals, but you're trying to. You have a limited amount of time to accomplish as much as you can. And there's several triggers to end the game, so you can end unexpected.
The little Kickstarter thingies, they're little plastic. They're the little flat stands.
You like those?
Those
are just markers.
I like the little markers because I like the Cocopelli. I'm sorry. I always thought this art was really cool.
It is cool.
It's very cool.
I enjoyed it.
Do you have this on autofocus?
No.
Darn it. Okay, because I was going to come up and blind you all with it, but
autofocus is
from afar.
It works okay, but I'm not a fan of the because if I was to lift this paper up like this, we would go out of focus.
Backdrop. There he is. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. Okay, I'm better now. So yes, but yeah, this is so much fun, and I love the different combinations of the cards that they all do different things. Yes, I lived in Albuquerque for a time, Gardner.
She lived in Albuquerque.
And I did. I loved it. I loved the food. I love New Mexican cuisine. I love the art.
I've lived in Texas my entire life, excepting one summer in New Mexico.
Yeah, and I've lived in multiple states. So it's really weird. I'm like the opposite of you.
Excepting one summer.
Excepting one summer. Yeah, one
when
summer. That hardly counts.
College, my family lived in New Mexico for like a year or two, maybe a year or two. And I came home from college and stayed one summer in New Mexico. Texas. This is a good one. If you like card games, engine building, that sort of thing, it's a good one.
Ooh, cuckoo for Coca-Cola.
Definitely a good. It's kind of a departure from Feld's normal stuff.
It is. And I think part of it because it's another race game. Which the only other race game...
I hesitate to call it a race because you score victory points and win that way, but it's definitely a...
But you have to race to do it.
Before the end game is triggered.
Yep.
And when you're ahead, you want to trigger the end of the game, that kind of thing.
Yep. So it's not to the extent that Oracle of Delphi is or anything like that.
Race game,
But yeah, this is definitely...
Still victory points, but it's definitely
accomplishing things instead of pointy salad.
Yeah, you're trying to get as much done as you can.
It's got point
salad.
No, not really. You get points all the same way. It's just there's different cards that give you those victory points, like the different types of cards. But it's all the same thing. You're not playing a little mini game here to do this and picking this.
So
don't give me your point salad nonsense.
All right, let's move on.
We are meat eaters with Cocopelli.
I was going to knock this down to a 7 because I lost, but I kept it as an 8.
Oh, I did not play this one with you. That's right. You guys played this one.
Trogdor! He's accepted his name. Trogdor.
You don't have to...
Isn't Trogdor going to be like at a con? Is he going to be at...
You better be. That'd be amazing.
That'd be amazing. Anyway. All right. Red Cathedral.
Such a good game.
We played this...
you and Tommy played this, I
believe. Late night after you crashed because you like turn into a pumpkin at 10.
I do. School year.
Red Cathedral is awesome. It's a resource management. That's it. It's basically a resource management game. You got a rondel that you're moving dice around. Dice are how you get your resources. You're trying to build the cathedral as quickly as you can, efficiently as you can.
I love the fact,
it's basically a straight up resource management game.
But what's fun is you can build the cathedral and then someone can come in and there's like a window on the part that you built or a door or something and you can be like, snipe, I get that. Oh, look, it's worth a bunch of extra victory points. It's so funny. So like somebody will labor to build that part of the cathedral and you can go in and put your stuff in there and get some bonuses. And I love that. I think it's kind of a fun little twist on the game.
Yeah, this is Rebecca. Was it Rebecca? I don't know who commented. Maybe it was Tommy who commented that this is like one of the tippy top of the bang for your buck, most in a box kind of game.
Yeah,
like it's a tiny little box, but it's a full blown.
It's a full blown game
in this little box. It's a good one. I really enjoy it. It's bordering on a 9, not quite there, but it's a high 8.
That's so good.
Yeah, and it's not too bad to teach. It's not too hard to teach, and there's an advanced variant if you want a little bit more game. Red Cathedral.
Nice cathedral, y'all. It'd be a shame if something happened to it, right? Like I stole your door.
All right. Is that it for the 8s? Let's look.
Oh, gosh. I'm making a mess with the games.
Nope, one more 8. One more 8. A new game.
Oh, yeah, this game. Last Will. So this game
Yeah, we're kind of late to the party on this one.
We are. We're very late to the party. But you know what? It's a fun party, and it's okay to be late to it.
I really enjoyed this one.
This is
Even
hilarious.
Though I got annihilated. Didn't you destroy me at this?
Probably.
I think you did.
Because I really got into this game. So the premise is that, you have your rich uncle, as everyone apparently does, except for us, that they passed away, and they said, okay, I'm going to give everybody a chunk sum of money. And whoever because I basically wasted my life away and kept all this money and didn't spend it wisely, blah, 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 blah. So what you're going to do is you have to go out and have the most fun and spend the money the craziest way, and whoever does the best job of that will actually inherit my actual wealth. And so, of course...
Are you telling the theme of this game?
There's a theme to this game, and I love it. You're going to go hog wild and crazy, so you're like, I'm going to throw a dinner party, but it's a better dinner party if I hire a special chef for it and have my guests arrive in a carriage. And so you go and you're trying to buy all this extra garbage to just fluff up all these things with, and just spend stupid money on different things. And you have to try to get certain card combos to be able to do that. And it's interesting how tight some of the turns can be, because you're like, you think about all the 20 billion different things that you can do with it, and then you're like, oh, there's only a certain number of rounds that I have to spend all this money in, or it's whoever got the farthest along is the winner. So you obviously want to try to spend all of your money as best as possible, but there's a backup plan if you don't. But I'm sure your dead uncle would be very disappointed in you if you didn't spend all of your wealth. So
actually, now that I recall, I did beat you by just a few dollars.
That's right, you did. It was oh my gosh, yes you did. That was obnoxious.
It was a couple dollars.
I worked so hard, and you sniped victory.
Anyway, this is a really fun game.
The last second, but it's fantastic. This game is so funny.
Way back in the day, we played
Prodigal's Club.
That one, and that one's you're trying to lose your friends, I think, or something like that. You're supposed to, I don't remember. But anyway, this one I really enjoyed. This one. This one's a keeper. Like I said, it's really close to a 9. I want to play it one more time to kind of get a final idea. Yeah. But I really enjoyed it. It's got card drafting, action selection, tableau building, engine building. It's got
it all.
It's got a lot of stuff going on. It's a really fun game. I really enjoyed it. Last wheel. Sushi.
We like the Sushi games. Sushi has some cool games, peeps.
Vladimir Sushi. All right.
I see the heavy hitters are coming.
We moved on to the 9s, a brand new game we played. I really liked this.
So tell us how you feel about this.
I really liked it.
No, it was fun. This was fun. I actually really enjoyed this too. I know you're all shocked,
this is the latest
right?
Martin Wallace game. It just came in.
It's pretty fun.
Just got released like last month. This game is amazing. It's basically Tech Tree the game in a way. You're starting, I guess, I don't even know if it's a Civ game or what, but it's based on a video game. And basically you start off and you can do a few crappy things, like you can build grain and make some rocks or whatever.
Let's play a game and do crappy things, guys.
And then you're taking that and you're drafting, and now maybe I'll make something else with slightly higher up, and then I'll use that to build this other thing, and I'll build these 2 other things to build this other thing. You're slowly just cranking out and getting more advanced in technology. And you can utilize your neighbor's technologies as well. You basically, I guess they get money from the bank if you do it. I don't even think you even have to pay for it. Doesn't the bank pay you? Yeah, I think the bank pays you. Or do you pay for it?
No, you pay for it.
Yeah, you pay for it. But anyway, you can utilize I need a sewing machine and this other thing to build this thing. Well, Tommy has this one, Rebecca has this one. I'll pay them and I'll use theirs to build the thing I need. And what's funny is, unlike a lot of games, you don't get intermediate scoring for those things. So if I build this one tech, I don't get none of that. I don't get tech for any of that stuff.
You don't get none?
You don't get none. You don't get you don't get tech. You don't get points for the stuff that you build as you go. A lot of games, you build this little thing, you get 1 point, and then later on I build something bigger and I get 3 points. You don't get any of those things. It's all built towards the scoring.
You got to plan.
To getting these gold cards that you have to complete.
You got a plan.
So basically, what's interesting is a worker placement. You're utilizing workers. You have a pool of workers, and you're putting those on the different places to activate them. So if I want to make sausage, I got to activate a pig, and I got to activate. I don't even know what the other one is.
I love to activate a pig. Let's just
put a worker on a pig, and you put a worker on.
I don't even want to know what activate a pig means. That's just terrifying.
Like the wheat spot or whatever. And then now you can produce a pig.
Is this like what you tell your children? The pig moved away. Oh, look, we have bacon.
But what's interesting, you start with a very limited pool of workers, and you need lots of workers. But to take more workers, you're taking more gold cards. And the way the end game
gosh,
triggers is
like
you gotta shed your entire hand of cards,
which feels impossible.
So if I do an action that gives me a blue worker, I have to take a card, another gold card, and you keep adding cards. Eventually, you have to switch gears and start cashing all those in to finish up all your cards. And those are how you get your points, is finishing these little gold cards.
Right.
It's really, when about midway through the game, you get like 20 cards. You're like, how am I going to make all these cards?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
And then towards the end, you're just flying through playing the cards as quickly as you can.
It was interesting how that all ended up working out at the end. But
it's really, really, really good. It's almost themeless, but I still enjoyed it.
We were laughing about the things, because it's like you said, activate the pig and all the different things. It's like, who's got bread? It's just like, who's got what? Because we can't see the board. It was fun. But you know what? There's a lot of O's on this, Cora Lou, because of y'all. Ooh, as you're playing this, because it's really fun.
What?
And she's commenting that there's lots of O's all over the game, and I'm like, no, it's because you're going, ooh, it's really cool.
No,
I did see something. Danos, this is not an XX game.
No.
Like 18XX or anything.
No,
this is totally different. Not a train.
This is a key pushing, engine building
Euro
game.
thing.
Euro game.
Very different.
Very straight up Euro. There's not any attacking or it's actually almost, I wouldn't say cooperative, but like I said, you're really utilizing
kind of like Seven Wonders. It's like Seven Wonders.
Right.
I'm going to use some
really
of their resources.
You're really utilizing what your opponents are doing. You're not stopping them from using it, right?
Yeah.
So it's really
Hopefully Danos didn't already go click. I'm out.
was really, really enjoyed this game.
Right.
I want to play it again.
I do too, actually. It was really fun.
Like now.
Well, set up the overhead.
Love it. It's a great one. So.
Yep, it's fun, guys. It's fun. Funsies.
But the game I liked slightly more.
What's up?
Even though I lost by 1 pip of 1 die. Number 2.
I won a lot this weekend.
It also gets a 9. Merchant of Venus.
Okay, I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised because the way everybody always talks about it is it's a roll and move game, and I was like,
a roll and move game.
Well, yeah, but the way you make it sound, I was like, oh, it's one step up from Sorry. It's Sorry in space or something. That's kind of how I felt. No. The way people talk about it, it's so much more than that. It's so much more than that.
So we played this is the Fantasy Flight version.
Yes. It says right here.
Fantasy Flight version. We played the classic game though. We didn't play the Fantasy Flight. Basically the classic Merchant of Venus is pretty straightforward, pretty streamlined. The Fantasy Flight, what they call the Standard Edition, not the Classic Edition, it adds events and all sorts of insane. They basically turned it into like Twilight Imperium Merchant of Venus because they added all this stuff. But we played the classic game, and I was very happy with the classic game.
It was actually really fun.
The game I played, the first time I played this, I played it at a convention, and it was a tricked-up classic version. Basically, someone kind of took the classic version, tricked it up with all great components, and added lots of homemade variants on top of it. So the game that I played at the con was a lot more complicated, a lot more going on in this. But I was really happy with this.
This was
classic
so much
version.
fun. And I thought that the roll and move would be really annoying. And there's a couple times there's been some hangups and stuff, but some of it's almost comical too, right? Because sometimes you get kind of shoehorned into, because once you get that movement, you have to use that movement unless there's a way to stop. And there's not very many ways to stop. Right. And so sometimes you're like, I want to go land on this planet, but I have to like take this split. And it's like, oh, the dice I used don't let me go that way, so I guess I'm going to go circle around this planet and take the scenic route and try this again.
Right.
Just like really random weird things, but it was just comical. It wasn't, it was a setback, but it wasn't like world ending or anything. I don't know. If you take the game for what it is, it's a lot of fun. I guess if you took that movement stuff really seriously, this would annoy you, so don't play it if you're like that.
Yeah, but in the grand scheme of things, there's you're not accomplishing a lot on the turns, and the turns pretty much fly around.
So fast.
So if you get a bad roll,
you don't care. It's like, okay, I'll do it in 30 seconds. I'll be back.
You get another turn really quick. What I talked about at the beginning, I literally was 1 pip of 1 die away from winning.
It was so awesome. I needed
an 8 or a 9 on 3 6-sided, and I rolled 1 less. And if I would have got enough, I would have landed on the planet, sold the goods,
but he didn't.
And then Rebecca had to do some crazy roll. Like she had to get a 14 on 3 dice or some insanity.
No, I had to get a 14 and I had to have a 4 in there.
Yeah, she had to have a 14 and one of the dice had to be a 4 to win, and she rolled it.
And I rolled that, which
so it was a stand-up moment. Both our turns were kind of a stand-up moment.
It was fantastic. It was funny.
And Tommy did a tour of the galaxy, so it was great.
I know. It's like, wee! Yeah, I get...
So, Merchant of Venus, but you kind of got to go with the mindset that occasionally you're going to have a crappy turn, but you're going to get another turn really quick.
I was shocked at how fast the turns went for that, really. Like, they went really fast, because it is, you roll, I'm going to do this. Or I'm not going to do this, but I'm doing this. And it was just, it's a one-set thing. And you think with a game like that you'd be sitting there and having downtime.
Like she buys 2 things from a planet. Our roll would move 5 spaces. Yeah. Tommy rolls and goes 10 spaces. Then it's her turn. She leaves the planet and then does that. I land on the planet. I buy 1 thing and sell 1 thing. I mean, it just
super fast.
And that's why I think I like the classic version, because the standard version, you got events going on, you have encounters, you got all this extra overhead that makes the game much, much longer.
It's true, though.
I might try it once just to see, but...
Yeah, it'd be fun to try for the heck of it. Oh, man, the grand finale.
The grand finale.
The pièce de la résistance. So...
This is a 9. It might be a 10. We're going to give it one more play.
Have to give it one more play to be sure.
It is really close to a 10.
Okay, sorry. Fangirl time. Dinosaur World. Okay, so yeah, this...
We just got copyright.
Yep, there we go. Bing, dinged, we're dead. Okay, so, but this game. Okay, I gotta do the fun bits.
Dinosaur World, this is the spiritual successor to Dinosaur Island. After 1 play, and this is 1 play, the thought on 1 play, I actually like this slightly more than Dinosaur Island.
Which is ridiculous because you know how much we love Dinosaur Island.
Dinosaur Island's close to my top 10. It's like 11 or 12, I think.
I would be the poster child for Dinosaur.
13 or 14, but anyway, this is really close.
Okay, I gotta show off.
I think it's a 10.
You're already changing your mind? You're funny.
I need 1 more play. I think it might be a 10.
Metal coins of round, triangular, and...
This is the Kickstarter extra stuff.
Oh, okay, this is the ridiculous bling bling.
So...
What'd you guys say earlier? The don't waste money thing, and some nice little square ones with dinosaur heads. I hope you guys can see these. They're so they can see that.
It's a mile away.
Palm. Well, yeah, but you can't see the details.
It has amazing, very unique coins.
Make the good clinky noise. They're ridiculous.
This game was really awesome. So if you played Dinosaur Island, you know half of this game probably.
Yep.
But this one,
set it up in
Dinosaur Island, you're creating dinosaurs, you're building buildings, you're doing that sort of thing. But the buildings, and if you play Dinosaur Island, you basically build them, and it's kind of you forget about them. Like if you build like a ice cream place, it gives you some benefit, but you don't ever do anything with it. It just kind of sits there. This one, you actually drive a Jeep around your park and activate your buildings. So you have to drive. So if you want to activate certain buildings, you have to drive your Jeep to those, and you have a limited amount of movement on your Jeep. You can improve that throughout the game. You can make your Jeep go further. But basically, if I want to activate these 3 buildings, then I got to move my Jeep to each of those buildings. And it's kind of a logistics puzzle in this game because you have workers. At the first of the game, at first of each round, you draft workers. You'll get, I think, 9 workers. And they're different types. There's scientists and park rangers and administrators and different things. But you have to allocate those workers on 3 different phases of the game.
Yeah, that's what the hardest part is. Oh my gosh.
You have a public phase, which is kind of worker placement. Then you have a private phase, which is kind of your worker placement on your own board. And then you have workers that you might need as you're driving your Jeep around to activate the building. So it's kind of a logistics puzzle on that. And I really enjoyed that part of the game. Some people might not like that. I really enjoyed that part of it.
Oh, I gotta put some of the little. I'm showcasing some of the dinosaurs so you guys can see them.
Can you actually see those?
Yeah, you can see it. I mean, they're not super detailed. I'm gonna put a little meeple for size purposes here, so you can kind of see.
I really enjoyed it.
They're ridiculous.
This one is, I think, in my opinion, it's more thinky than
Oh my
Dinosaur
gosh!
Island.
It's got some the planning, like you said, alone. There, you can see how tiny the little meeples are. Aren't they cute?
So in Dinosaur Island, I don't know if it was a Kickstarter or not, but you have the dinosaur shapes, but they're just the shape.
It was just
this one actually has
silhouette.
the shape and a screen print of a little dinosaur on the thing, so they look much better in my opinion than the Dinosaur Island ones. the production overall, I think, is better. The game,
which is crazy because I love
the game is more interesting, slightly more interesting than Dinosaur Island, in my opinion. I keep saying in my opinion. course, it's my opinion. I just like this one.
Tell them my opinion.
This one is, like I said, slightly better. And I forget what Dinosaur Island was for me last time. It was top 15, I think.
This is going to be tough. I'm going to be honest too, guys. This is so good. The only thing is, yeah, this one, if you don't want to kind of melt your brain, this one could potentially melt your brain a little bit because of the planning out of the phases.
Yeah, it reminds me a little.
And balancing the meeples.
Reminds me a little bit if you played Power Grid, how you have to budget your money for like all the different phases.
That's a really good
like for the
comparison.
Auction phase, I've got $40 to spend, but then to buy my resources, I got this much money to spend, and then to build power plants, I got this much money to spend. So you kind of got to do the same thing with your workers. You have to budget. Yep. Okay, in the private phase, I'm going to use these 2 workers, and then in the public phase, I'm going to use these 3 workers. And then for the moving around, I need these 3 workers. Okay, then I need to draft a blue scientist and 2 admins. Oh, well, there's not that to be drafted, so I got to rethink what I do.
And what my problem was too, there are certain tiles that you go visit on your Jeeple tour that to fire off the special whatever that tile does, you have to have a very specific type of meeple person there. So if you forget and you don't allocate that, that's in the 3rd phase. So if you've already spent all your little dudes probably, and you're like, so you're like, hey guys, there's this cool thing. Vroom, you hit the gas. And you're like, I guess we're not going to take a tour of that today.
Right.
It's just like,
but what you can do, what we did, and I'm sure everyone does, you just take your meeples and you put them on all the different spots you're going to do, and go, okay, I have 1 left over. What's he going to do? I'll do this thing over here. This one is really good.
It's so much. This is what's exciting too is we haven't even played with the extra stuff, and the extra stuff sounds so. What?
Don't spoil. That's the next segment.
Oh.
Speaking of which, let's move on.
Wouldn't you like to know?
This and this. Didn't freeze. All right. We talked about most of the new games. Let's see what was new. Yeah. Dinosaur World, obviously. I don't know if we talked about Last Will already.
Yep.
I think. No, we didn't.
Huh?
I don't think we did talk about Last Will last time. So Dinosaur World, Last Will are new games.
Oh.
And then we got a couple others. So we're going to... She's almost spoiled it. So we haven't played with the expansions to Dinosaur World.
Look at this.
So
okay.
You want to talk about them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally. Should I save the best for last, though?
Which one do you like the best? I like Ice Age best.
Oh, do you? Well, too bad for you. This one's the best one. I can't wait. It's called a hybrid pack, and apparently the scientists go a little bit crazy because it's not crazy enough that you're taking DNA and making dinosaurs.
They're
splicing the dinosaur DNA and making Galoraptors and Dilophospinosauruses and Velocodons and Galoraptors and Tyrannoceratops and Brontallosaurus. And they are freakish abominations of nature, and they also made them like the amber-colored dinosaurs. Look at the color of these bad boys. Just look at them. Aren't they greatness? Look at this. I am so stoked about this. I guess I'll put it back a little farther.
So what the 3 expansion packs are, all they really are a set of new dinosaurs. Like this is the water dinosaurs, water pack.
Apparently that's our least interesting
and tiles to go with the dinosaurs. And all you do is you take these tiles and mix them in with your base game tiles. And if they come up, then they come up. If they don't, they don't. If you really want to focus in on a certain expansion, you could put less of the other expansion as well. You could sub these in for the other ones.
No.
So this is the water ones, and then there's Ice Age, which is like the mammoth and the saber-toothed tiger and all that stuff. So,
what's this little one?
What?
I'm just looking. I was looking. There's like a plesiosaur and a Dinosuchus thing. There's a suchus. That's something crocodilian and... Excuse me, y'all. And then, what is this weird thing?
You want to make me say these?
Yeah.
Plutosaurus,
Plesiosaurus, Elasmosaurus, Chronosaurus, Mosasaurus. I knew the Mosasaurus. Dunklosteus. That sounds like a donut.
Weird-looking fish.
That's the weird-looking fish thing. Dunklosteus. Would you like coffee with your Dunklosteus?
These are easily added in. You can pick and choose which ones you add. They kind of trick up the game a little bit. These have different rules, like the Water Pack has algae that grows in their tanks, and if you have algae, the customers are like, "What is this garbage? You need to clean your tanks." And the hybrids, you have goals of making certain kinds of dinosaurs. They can count for one or the other that they are. There's something else going on with those. And then the Ice Age is they give adjacency bonuses. So you want to have the saber-tooth tigers next to a large.
That's right. That does have a cool
thing.
It
gives you a bonus and things like that. So.
And these are clear and icy, like they're in the middle of a glacier. Look at the what is it, Megalosaurus? Oh my gosh, he's so cool. It's like a giant deer. It's like a big moose. The thing with the hybrids, they had an extra DNA dice.
Oh,
and the DNA dice.
They give you bonuses.
And they give you bonuses because they cost so much extra or something. So they have bonuses that give you extra excitement and things to help make up for it.
Random bonuses.
So yeah, it's really awesome. Croctigator. Yeah, exactly. These are so fun. Right. So yeah, I think you could play the base Dinosaur World and have a Blasty Blast mold. I mean, these are not necessary for having a really fun time.
You can mix them in, and they may come up, they may not come up.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I just, what a fun twist. I really like these twists, and I'm not huge on the whole expansion thing.
Next time we're gonna play, we're gonna put them all in and see what happens.
It's gonna be crazy fun.
All right,
Godzilla done. You come up with some good ones.
I got the Kickstarter came in for the last.
Oh. Your baby.
Western Legends expansion.
This is hardback, you guys. Hardback
rulebook is so cool. Blood Money expansion for Western Legend, the last expansion, because they made a hardback rulebook that incorporates all the rules from the 300 different expansions into one book.
Oh my gosh, this is so nerdtastic.
And included in this are also scenarios that you have random setups with sort of different scenarios and things like that. The Blood Money adds a danger risk dice or something like that, and when you take wounds, we froze. Who
what a pose!
Rebecca always. I look confused, and Rebecca looks
like a freak. I know.
What is that look?
I'm excited about the book.
She's very. It looks like a teacher teaching something that she enjoys quite a bit.
I probably make that face every day. That's so wrong.
I will be right back. All right.
And this should be our new opening screen.
So I find it ironic. That the thing that's popping up that's causing us to freeze is how to optimize your computer.
I know. Hypocrites!
I told you, I warned you that was going to happen.
Yeah, because we knew.
All right.
Man, and I was in the process of showing off how
So anyway,
cool.
I don't know where we froze, but basically
I was clearly showing off how awesome the book was.
The rule book has all the rules for all the expansions. There's like 7 or 8 different expansions.
It's ridiculous.
It has the setup. It also has scenarios that you can play that have a certain setup, randomized setup. It has a bunch of variants added into it. It also came with the Blood Money expansion, which has risk dice. Wounds, when you take wounds in the game, it's just your hand of cards is smaller, but this wounds, there's actually cards you draw that have an effect that cause an in-game effect so it's basically in the previous games, like, okay, I'll have a hand of 4 cards, who cares? But this one, wounds actually cause something to happen. There is more thematic story cards. The previous story cards in the original game were like, go to this spot and do this thing. This one, the story cards actually have a story that's what's happening and what you're doing. They're more detailed. They call them, I can figure they have some name. What are they called?
Core story card variant?
No, that's the core story cards. What are the new story cards called? Anyway, they're more. There's more going on.
Called
with those story
gold cards?
No.
Gang posse variants?
Oh my gosh, you're useless to me.
I'm here for this. I'm here for all
legendary
of this.
Story cards.
Oh, not just story cards.
Anyway, so
legendary.
We're gonna play Western Legends very soon.
I'm so excited.
With all the bells and whistles and
Clippy.
But
this is like
this hardback rulebook is worth its weight in gold, because before, when I set up the game,
my gosh,
I'd set up the base game, then I'd pull out the first expansion rules and go, okay, change these 4 things and add these 2 things. Then I would pull the next expansion rules. Okay, change 2 of those things and add 2 things. And then I have to go through each one, and I'm eventually when I work through all the expansions, I have it set up correctly. This one has it set up.
Oh my gosh.
Utilizing all the rules.
A walkthrough of player fights, color-coded. Like, this is insane.
The rule book
There's a lot of games that need books like this.
Good.
I agree. I see people mentioning in the chat, they're like, this game needs this, this game needs... There's a lot of games that really could use...
There's a lot of games that need
and they would make good money making a book
but but the thing is, the reason they don't do that is because there's always... Maybe we'll have one more expansion.
That's true. You money grubbers, grab money on this book instead.
They actually said that's it. We're done.
Good.
It says on the front. It says
complete rules reference.
Rules. So there's no more
I
expansions.
love that though, because honestly, it's not going to get overloaded and top heavy with garbage. This is so nice. A lot of games need to finish up and do that. This is so cool. They also do profiles of the characters that you're going to play. Sorry, I just hit my mic. Like, they've got a little bio thingy on Kit Carson. It's
an amazing rule book.
Yeah,
amazing.
What the character does in the game and this and that. And I love this.
Yeah, seriously, they'll do a second edition.
Stop it,
I will not buy a second edition.
We are completely finished.
We're done with the Western Legends. All right, one more.
So much fun, though.
So I watched the Autumn Spectacular. I assume was that what it's called? Autumn Spectacular Dice Tower. I watched all these different games. Only one game caught my interest.
Oh, yes.
And I immediately went out to the Arcane Wonders website and pre-ordered it, and it came in. And that is Picture Perfect.
This is so hilarious. I love the premise for this. Okay. What? Oh, no.
The rule book, I think it was an add-on to the Kickstarter. I think. I'm pretty sure it was. I think the Blood Money was the expansion was the basic thing, and I added on the rule book and one other thing, I think. Ooh. But anyway, Picture Perfect, I watched it. The
Dice Tower Autumn thing.
It looked so, it's completely not my kind of game. But it looked so fun that I had to get it.
Yeah, okay, so one selling point, and I think one of the things that's going to make this is a quick game. On top of this, it's 45 minutes. It's under an hour.
Yep.
And the premise is you're trying to, I'll show you on the back here. You can see all these people. You have a bunch of standees. And you've got a table and different things. I think there's like a dog. And yeah, there's a dog and people making faces and plants and food and stuff. So what happens is you're going to try to make this picture. But there's certain, it's almost like a...
She knows a lot of it.
I do, because I talked about it.
Yeah.
There's a thing with, it's kind of like Clue in a way. There's people that have specific, well, not Clue.
It is like Clue.
Well, it's like Clue. You have to you need to figure out what the situation is to make the best picture. And there's certain things that have to happen. You don't have all the information. For example, there's, say, the dude in the wheelchair on the side only wants to stand by the...
He's not going to stand.
You know what I mean? Set up for the picture. Struck by lightning. Only wants to be by pets and children or something. And like the chica making the face in the background does not actually want to be seen. She doesn't really want her picture taken, so you need to make sure that she's standing behind somebody. There's going to be somebody who's like, I want to be standing next to Aunt Betty. And you're like, okay. And like there's... So everybody's got different things, or somebody who's like, I want to be at least a foot away from the table, or who knows what. So there's all these different things, and so apparently you're going to be trying to figure out who's doing what while you're setting it up. And you have to, I think, don't you like every turn have to set up something, whether or not you know?
No,
like
you
there's
can set up anything as you want as you go along. Basically, the way it works is that each person has an envelope, and in each envelope are 3 rules that person wants to do. They could actually be contradictory rules. The person say, I want to sit close to the table, and I want to be far away from the table.
Yeah.
You just have to pick
It's a logic puzzle, but it's 3D, and you actually get to play. Oh, look at all this punchable stuff. That makes it sound like you want to just smack it around. But anyway, as you can see, you've got all the little characters, the people and stuff. There's, oh boy. Okay, so every player is going to have a set of people like this, an entire set. So yeah, there's candles, plates. It looks like little wine and champagne bottles, a basket of fruit, a dog standing on a stool, naughty puppy, bad puppy.
You got to get in the picture.
Yeah, he's been. Oops. Oh, hello. I'm punching already. I'm punching games for you.
Never gonna find that piece.
No, it's right here. Oh my goodness.
It's gone forever.
Oh, okay, sure. But anyway, and then apparently, okay, so you've got these little. Oh, I don't know what this number grid is. What is this?
Look at this.
Oh, a score. Okay. But then you have the background. Look at this. That's so cool. I love this. Setting up the backgrounds for the pictures. Okay, this is fun. I cannot wait to play with these. Oh gosh.
So each person has an envelope, and they have 3 rules inside the envelope. And basically, you're given at the start of the game, you're given a certain number of envelopes depending on the number of players.
Okay.
You can look at those envelopes and you go, okay, I know the dog wants to be next to a man, he wants to be next to the table, and he doesn't want his face seen. So I know these 3 rules. I'm the only one that has that envelope. Throughout the game, there's auctions where you can go, okay, I'll sell you this envelope
auctions. Okay.
for 2 things. I think that may be an advanced variant, but that's probably what we're going to play. And everyone, or you can do an open auction, like everyone bids. Like I bid 1, 2, 3. That's a high bidder. Okay, you get that envelope, and you get to look at it. And so you're wheeling and dealing to try to get all these envelopes and get as much information as you can, and set up the people as best you can. If you don't want to set up a person, you can just throw them under the table, and they're not in the picture. So,
that's hilarious to me too. So, it's just like hide under the table.
You're trying to set up the best possible picture that follows as many of the rules as you can. And you get points. Basically, if you get all 3 right, I think you get 6 points. If you get, is it 6 points? 3 points. If you get 1 right, you get 1 point. And if you get all of it wrong, you lose a certain number of points.
You know what? Chat says something, and I think I agree. I think this would be really funny to play live.
The problem is it would be hard to see. I guess we could. I don't know how they would see what we would our setup. We could have one person camera.
We could have one person with their back. I mean, like
we'll think about how we can do it.
I think we could do that. You'd have to probably do it from one person's perspective, and I think that would be funny.
And then during the game, every person has a VIP card, and basically,
hoity-toity.
You put it in one of the envelopes, and that card scores double. So,
but you have to get it right, I'm assuming.
Well, it doubles whatever you get. If you get minus points, it doubles the minus points, right? So you probably want to give it. There's some strategy here, like do I put it in a card that no one else has seen, so only I get those points, or do I want to put it in a card that someone that's hard to do and people might mess it up or whatever.
Yeah.
There's some strategy there. So, and you just go through a certain number of rounds, and then you judge your picture based on the rule. You go through all the envelopes, like. You score each person. Okay, this is the person's rules. Okay. How many points did you get? And you go through each of the people. But one thing you can do is you can actually use your cell phone or whatever and take a picture of your thing, and then you look at that picture because some of it's perspective, right?
Oh, like clever.
This person doesn't want to be seen, so you take your picture in such a way where that person is hidden behind another person, right?
That is so cheaty, and I love it. So Tommy has a good question. Do you know how the auction thing's going to work with 2-player?
We start with more people. We start with more cards.
I was just curious because, that's going to be interesting.
So in a 2-player game, so there is 9 envelopes. So in a 2-player, no, actually there's 14 envelopes. There's 14 characters.
Okay.
We get 5 each and 4 in the middle.
Okay.
All right.
There you go, peeps.
And then there's extra decorations in the middle. And let's see how it works for 2 players.
Extra decorations in the middle. Oh, I think this would just be amusing.
2 players.
I don't know.
2 players.
Seems pretty fun.
Section. Set up.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, how many envelopes?
Oh, there's certain auction cards based on the number. The auction cards are different based on the number of players.
Oh, okay. So 2-player only.
So here's a 2-player auction card.
Yep, 12 additional decorations in supply.
Both players may choose any one envelope in the middle or from another player, look at the contents, and then return it.
Ooh.
Choose a partner. The starting player, this is the 2-player. The starting player goes first, followed by the other player. The active player takes any 2 envelopes from the middle of the table. It sounds like you're just exchanging envelopes. That's a 3 or 4-player. Maybe you don't do auctions in the 2-player version. Gifts. Both players give 2 envelopes to the other player. It sounds
sounds like you still do stuff.
Sounds like there's no auctions. Or it's a shared auction. Each player takes 1 decoration from the supply and places 1 of the envelopes in the middle of the table. Beginning with the start player, the active player chooses an envelope from the middle to auction.
Oh, I wonder if that's what we do.
The other player names a price. The active player chooses to either buy or sell the chosen envelope for the named price. So it's kind of like I set the price, and if you don't take it, I have to pay it. So like I say, this envelope is
you're not going to say something stupid then because you're going to have to pay for it, right?
And you go, okay, I don't want it. You got to pay 6. So that's kind of cool.
That's funny. Oh, that's gonna be fun. So I'm glad you asked that. That'll be fun.
Sounds like they have different auctions based on the number of players.
I would think with the standees it'd be fun. I don't know, for something different as opposed to the minis. I'm sure it was easier to make a reasonable price for what the game is.
I think they did the standees because you can actually. I guess it'd work for a miniature too. It's easier to manipulate which way it's facing. I guess you could do that with the miniature.
Yeah, but with 2D, almost 2D thing, you could turn it and make it almost invisible too.
And the price point on this is
that's the thing. I mean, and you think about it, this is not a super heavy duty game, right? I don't think they would spend the money to get 3D bits for it. I don't think it'd be worth it because
you probably could get your own. You probably could get your own miniatures, but these things have height for a reason, right?
And you want to hide them, and I think the standees are a great idea. It's a good option for that. You need to put the envelopes in the bottom. The rest of it can, I think, stack on the top.
But anyway, yeah, I'm excited.
This is gonna be fun.
But yeah, the way the number of players works, you use different auction cards based on the number of players.
Right. Fun times. All right, we have another game we have to play. We have to play.
Do we have time? It's almost time to stop.
Oh no, it's time. We're going late, baby.
We love you guys.
We love you.
So we're gonna stick around and do some.
I love that every time. That never gets old. Okay, so what I need from you all is I need a wonderful random reason that we might be ranking some games. Ranking whatever you feel like ranking. It doesn't necessarily have to apply, right?
Out the details. I'm gonna get a beverage.
Get something to drink. Yes, I'll hydrate up as well. While you guys pick some reason to rank something. How do we want to rank them? I have right next to me under a blanket, I have 7 random game. I actually grabbed Hunter's randomizer, randomly picked 7 games. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. We're going to have him. Difficulty of procuring the game. You may remember all of that. That's true. Pretty good. All right. What else, peeps? Smell.
Someone always suggests.
Someone always says smell. Yeah, rank by which
is it how the game smells itself, or is it how
and riding a pig? Oh my goodness! 7 dwarves and Hunter ranks each game based on how enjoyable playing against that dwarf would be. Oh,
that sounds like a lot of overhead.
Dopey, sneezy, alpha, gamery, and Doc Brown. Ranked in order of selling incentive, ease of teaching. Ooh, you guys have a lot of interesting varieties. What do you mean neutral by selling incentive?
How much I want to get rid of it? That'd just be how much I like the game, right?
That's true. Best box texture.
I don't know.
Man, you guys are very textury and smelly tonight. You're smelly.
Pick one.
The chat is smelly.
Any of those interest you?
Oh, man. Spreadsheetiness. Oh, goodness. All right. I think the best video game. Ooh. All right. Hypnotoad, you win.
You're going to give a last minute entry? Best video
Ranked by how angry. Hold on. How angry I'd be if my spouse sold it.
That's how much I would like it.
He's just like, this would be how quickly you get it.
So what are we doing? What's the word?
Yeah, let's do that. I like that. The video game one.
Video games,
like
it is. Let's do it.
Ease of play in the dark. What? Needs a phone app. You all are getting crazy on
video game.
All right, video game. So tonight, oh, hey, what a great one to start with. We have coconuts.
Here's the deal. You said video game. That includes, I'm going to include, like, phone apps.
What?
That's a video game.
Okay, I see where you're going. Okay.
This would make a great clicky phone game.
Yeah. How much Rebecca hates it.
but it wouldn't be against other players. It would just shooting balls into cups. Let's see, how would that even work?
It does look like a video game.
So you basically hold the
wait a minute,
and
this could be
the little lever comes back and you have to release it to shoot.
Yeah, but you can
and you can angle it.
You know how some of those games, if you're close by, you can like connect with your friends and play against each other, kind of thing. No, you're not doing that.
That's a bit much.
Oh, lame.
So I'm gonna say this is a little phone app where you're shooting little balls in cups, and cups give you different points. You have a certain number of balls. You have to clear out all the cups. You have levels. It could be campaign, like 200,000 levels.
It's like Angry Birds on crack, right? You just like go crazy. Coconuts forever. Yeah. Oh, you think Gardner said Angry Birds too? You read my mind. They're together. No. Why are you getting this out? No, not the. Don't do it. Don't do it. The pets will chase that thing down and eat it. Oh my gosh. The cat's right here. He's so. Oh my gosh. I wish I could move the camera to the cat.
Oh, I almost got the camera. I was like,
Smokey just did the what face. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's investigating. Oh my gosh. I'll laugh if you hit the.
That was close.
And, okay, there's 2 coconuts over there. The Smokey is now sniffing. What are you doing, man? Oh my gosh.
All right.
Okay, Smokey's losing his mind. The cat is so excited right now. This is great.
So he's 3.
And use a finger bot to release it. Yes, there's a use for it.
All right. Coconut's currently in first place.
Okay, excellent. Oh man, I know what you're gonna say for this one. I can't wait to hear it.
Oh.
Your favorite game ever. It's so good. It's so beautiful. Tears.
Letter Jam.
Yep.
Why do we still have this game?
I love it. I am going to beat this game.
This is.
I'm not playing with you.
Hate your spouse. The game.
Is that what it is?
This is what it is. This is like a cooperative word game. Oh my goodness. This would not be a video game. If it was, this is like word with
letter spam.
Well, no, what's it called?
Words with friends.
Words with
they
friends.
already said that in chat.
This is words with friends. That like
words with enemies,
but sad. sad words with friends.
Oh, if you're not sure why we're laughing about this, you need to go look at past videos
having fun and you want something to do on their phone.
Wow.
Last place. It's probably gonna
you download it and then uninstall it right away.
It's probably gonna. We'll just leave it right there. That's where it's gonna stay.
Okay, fine, be that way.
Tapestry. Now we're talking. Now this one could be a video game. Now this one, I would actually focus in on the map part of the game. Make it a Age of Empires kind of game. So basically you are building up your troops. When you're going up the different tracks, you're actually advancing your armies and making them more powerful, getting more tech, more abilities, more things, more different kinds of troops.
Yep.
Oh! As a side note, Age of Empires 4 is coming out October 28th. Be there or be square.
What?
Age of Empires 4 is coming out October 8th. This could be Age of Empires 4.
It could.
Currently in first place.
Wow. Okay. Guess I need to bring my chair up. Sit up higher. Alma mater. You don't think this would make a good video game?
No. Wait. We can make this like this game could actually be like a sim game. It's like sim college. So you're going to college. You got to collect your books. You got to gather your books. You got to get your dorm room. You got to build out your dorm room, make it look nice. You have to interact with different professors. You got to choose your classes. Sounds really boring. But some people like those sim games. So it's sim college. The early years.
The freshman year.
The freshman year. And then you can do the sophomore year, junior year.
Ooh, expansions.
Year.
Expansions.
Got to go to class. Got to get up on time to go to class.
I'd approve of that versus having to do the real thing, right? Like that would be
sim college. You have that roommate that you don't like.
You have to get up for an 8 o'clock class.
You remember the I don't know if there's a rumor or not, but there's like the whole what movie did I see that in? The whole thing, if your roommate dies during college.
Oh my gosh, that's been an urban legend forever. Yes.
You get all A's.
Yes.
That could be like a hidden, like an Easter egg in this game. You get your roommate killed somehow, you get straight A's.
This just went off the rails. What just happened?
Second
in
place.
This game?
It's better than coconuts. I like it.
I'm going to quote you on that. Better than coconuts. We're going to put that on the front of the next version of Alma Mater.
I like that. The Easter egg. You like push your roommate out the window.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Defenestration of a freshman.
Oh.
What do you mean, ugh? This game is fun and it's puzzly.
It's cats.
Okay.
All right. So here's the game.
I smack
Here's the
for
video
all
game.
Us cat lovers out there.
It's a clicky game. You're trying to keep your cats off your carpet because they tear carpet up. I speak from experience. Cats tear up carpet. So you basically, your cats are coming from all different directions and you're clicking on them to keep them from getting to your carpet. Meanwhile, you have to upgrade your carpet and buy new carpet. But when you're doing that, the cats are getting closer to your carpet. So you got to go back and forth between clicking on the cats and making more carpet. Clicking on the cats, installing more carpet.
What kind of crazy cat lady even has carpeting?
I need some more
Your
caffeine.
games have gone off the rails. You do not need caffeine at this hour. Good grief. Cats the board game. This is
Clicky Cats the game.
Clicky Cats
Beats Coconuts.
Oh my gosh, Coconuts is just sliding down.
Put Clicky Cats
These
here.
games are a little chaotic.
I'm really liking it. I'm almost thinking about upgrading Sim College up to first place. But we'll.
Lou just said there's a reason no one's ever met your college roommates. It's true though. Send help.
All right. 1, 2. How many is that?
We have 2 more.
2 more.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, this is easy to do a video game, man. This is basically a video game in itself, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh.
Inserts make me so mad. I don't know why I keep them.
Oh,
look at
that's
this lovely insert.
Oh.
Anyway,
fail.
So this one is basically a video game because you actually, if you played Survive Space Stack, you actually get on a little ship and you fly around and shoot aliens.
This
is so easy to make it.
Wonderful. And you shout each other's spaceships down and stuff. It's fantastic.
This would be a is it MOBA? Multi online arena, multiplayer.
Live arena?
I don't know what it's called. MOBA? What's a MOBA?
I thought it was MOA.
MOA?
Am I crazy?
MOA. Multiplayer? I don't know. Anyway, this would be a online game where you play against other players, and you're basically trying to get your meeples off the island. You're flying around on your little spaceship, shooting aliens.
Yep. Oh,
this would actually be a really good game. This would be fun.
As opposed to your crazy clicky cats or whatever you're going to call that.
Don't mess with my clicky cats. So, here's the deal. Yeah. Here's the deal, though. This game, you know how you get in a spaceship and you fly around and shoot aliens? It's got the crappy asteroids control where you have to use thrust to move your ship around.
Yes, that makes this all better. So you can
slam into like the spaceship or the aliens or other players. It's got the crappy like thrusty controls on the spaceship.
That don't really slow. You only slow down. You don't stop.
Correct.
So you have to. Yeah.
We have to spin around backwards and fire your thrusters to slow down.
To stop. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
I like this.
It's better than coconuts.
Angry Pigs activate.
It's better than Clicky Cats. It's not better than Sim College.
Sim College is pretty rocking.
In fact,
I'm beginning to learn more about you, though. It's scary.
I've made an executive decision. Sim College
is beating Tapestry.
Is now in first place.
Oh, you almost pushed my water off the table. That would have been exciting. Okay.
We had to buy a new cup. All right. One more. Got a space for right here.
This thing I need to like do weights for. Bum, 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 bum.
Let me pause one moment.
Why? What? What you doing there, sweetie? What you doing there, sweetie?
1, 2.
What are you doing? What's going on, sweetie?
You can just put that right there.
Okay, I figured. Kind of figured. Ta-da!
This would make an awesome video game. It'd be a real-time strategy game.
Ooh.
That basically you have the armies fighting each other, but you have to allocate some of your time to move the different characters. Like the free people, not only are they having to move their armies around, they have the little Frodo that's going across the lands. Real-time strategy, a la StarCraft, a la Warcraft, the original Warcraft.
Yes.
Real-time strategy game. Oh, so great. You can do a campaign. It's like a campaign game. You can play a straight up PvP game where it's the full blown thing, but you can do a campaign. So the first part of the campaign,
what's your game?
They're going across. They're in Farmer. What's the farmer's name?
Farmer Maggot.
Yeah, Farmer Maggot's field. That's part of the campaign. Then you got the prancing pony, part of the campaign.
What is
Rivendell? It's part of the campaign.
Yes.
Each section.
There's never been a Lord of the Rings video game like that.
Section of the video game, basically the movie or the book, however you want to look at it, each section of the book is one step in the campaign. You versus the computer in the single player campaign. But at the same time, you can do the full-blown, entire epic saga.
The second
PvP.
Yeah.
One versus one.
Yes.
All-out attack.
I like this.
Two modes. Single-player campaign and online 2-player.
Is it open world?
That's the expansion.
Okay, cool.
The DLC.
Because then, Corley, you could go to Rivendell and stay.
DLC, you take the role of one of the characters.
Yes! Why hasn't this been developed? Okay, I like also, we need to have a second breakfast campaign. Michael's totally on point with that. Second breakfast campaign.
That's a special power you gain.
Ooh, what about 11sies?
Afternoon tea.
Dinner. Supper.
All right, there you have it, folks. War of the Ring, the epic single-player campaign with that online stuff. If you like the online multiplayer,
yes,
fine.
Absolutely.
The single-player campaign. We got Sim College, with the Easter egg room, the
straight A's expansion.
You got Tapestry, the Age of Empires 4 wannabe.
Okay.
Then you got Space Attack, a very like a
asteroid
style video game. Yep. We got the clicky cats. we got coconuts, the little clicky game on your phone, and you got this crap at the end.
This crap at the end, he says.
There you have it, folks.
Wow, that was magical. Magical. If you stuck around for all of this nonsense, you get a gold star. Because where is it? Where's the gold star? Gold star for you. All right, much better. You know what else is really awesome too? You know what's really cool?
Oh, jeez.
This mug. Look at this mug. Isn't it not glorious? You too can have a really cool mug like this and support a small business and support charity because all of our proceeds
not
go
our
to...
small business.
No, it's Chris Geeky
Goodies.
Goodies.
Call it a business.
This is definitely not a business. This is all shenanigans. There is no business. But yes, don't forget, we have nerdy merch. And it's really cool when you wear the same nerdy merch at a place. You're like, hey, we're twinsies. It's so cute.
They said don't forget to pick up the coconuts. 3 coconuts.
Oh, yeah, trust me. I'm sure Smokey has already hidden one of them underneath something that's going to be very difficult.
All right, that's it for tonight, folks. Let's do some bookkeeping.
Product placement.
It's an end of show stuff. End of show stuff. What are you doing?
Hey, Michael said something about product placement.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just showing off.
End of the show stuff. 1 week from tonight, October 26th. 10 games to dress up for.
Oh my gosh, I'm so not prepared for this.
We're going to go shopping sometime next week.
Next week is when we're doing this.
No, during the week.
You're scaring me.
During the week.
Oh, this week?
No, next week. You want to do it this week? We're going to go shopping.
Because Tuesday
is... if you don't know what this is, we're going to pick 10 games. We're going to dress up for those games or like those games or an aspect of the games, however you want to do it.
I'm scared.
We have all the crap we bought in previous years, plus we get a $20 budget at a Halloween store to buy stuff.
How? Oh my gosh, how?
And tune in because it's crazy.
It is crazy.
Then
we're shopping for all the stores.
2 weeks from tonight. Oh gosh, that's probably 1 week after the Halloween show.
Yeah.
Rebecca's top 100 games of all time starts.
I'm going first this year. Woo!
She is going first this year. So her top
exciting.
100 starts
November
2nd. Then every Tuesday and Thursday after that, we're going to do the another 10, and then eventually somewhere along the way, we'll do the top 10 live again.
That's wonderful.
3 weeks from tonight, That's as far as I'm going to go. I'm not going further than that. 3 weeks from tonight, November 9th, no show. We're gonna be flying to the Dice Tower Retreat in Orlando, Florida. So we'll be on a plane when the show would normally air.
On a jet plane.
We'll be on a jet plane on the way to Orlando. We'll do a recap the week after that on the 16th. Part of what we'll do will be a recap of Dice Tower Retreat and all the games we played and all that good stuff. So there you go. That's it, folks. Only one freeze. We'll get Rebecca on the case to fix that, so that we won't freeze next time.
I am the Rosie the Riveter of computers, baby.
You are.
Okay, maybe not, but I'm going to try.
That's it, folks.
It was wonderful to hang out with y'all and chat and chit-chat and shenanigans.
And if they come out with a campaign, War of the Ring.
Oh, we're so there.
I am going to man royalties for my idea.
Oh, yeah, it's all over. We're watching the internet now. It's happening.
All right, folks, that is it for tonight. Only one freeze. I don't know who won. Figure it out amongst yourself who won on the freeze contest.
Somebody mentioned, was it Michael? You were only like 9 minutes off, so I think you won.
All right.
Y'all have a good night. Take care.
If I can find the button.
Maybe.
This button. Maybe. You want to push the button?
Which button?
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Click subscribe to join our wonderful viewer community.
Want to be notified when we upload a new video or go live? Click on the little bell below.